Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to start a new topic, Music When Soft Voices Die by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Percy Bysshe Shelley was born on 4th August 1792 and he died on 8th July 1822. He was one of the major English Romantic poets. He was widely regarded as one of the greatest lyric and philosophical poets in the English language. He was a radical in his poetry as well as in his political and social views. Being radical means keeping ideas which are extreme in nature and are considered idealistic rather than realistic. Shelley did not see fame during his lifetime, but recognition of his achievements in poetry grew steadily following his death. Whatever he has written in his lifetime, he never got that fame which he received after his death because his work was published later by his wife. And then the people start recognizing his point of views in his poetry and his writings. Shelley became a key member of a close circle of visionary poets and writers that included Lord Byron, John Keats, Leigh Hunt, Thomas Love Peacock, and his own second wife, Mary Shelley. So, this was the group of visionary poets. Who were visionary poets? These poets or writers were included as being the radical thoughts or views keeper. They were the ones who actually thought about things in a manner that is not so much true in reality. But if you look philosophically and go deeper into their visions, they give you a larger picture which exists in this universe, which may be acceptable by the people who consider it right, but at the time it was not so much of a popular idea to give the ideas which are abstract, which can't be so much real. For example, if you die, then you are not existing in this world. But a poet says that if you die, your memory will stay back, and that means you are alive with the living. So, such kind of ideas or such kind of concepts that you become part of the nature or you become part of the greater universe and still be part of the living, that is the radical idea which belongs to such a group, and they have actually used these subjects in their poetry. Shelley is best known for classic poems such as Ozymandias, Ode to the West Wind, To a Skylark, Music When Soft Voices Die, The Cloud, and The Mask of Anarchy. This short poem, it is perhaps more accurate to describe it as a poetic fragment or epiphany. Epiphanies are basically short writings which are written at the spur of the moment. It depends upon that what you have actually realized on that moment that make you write a script, a poem, or anything. That is called epiphany. A moment which is philosophically taken as something, a greater truth. Since we don't know if Shelley intended to rework it or add to it, that means that we have no idea that maybe he has written this poem or would like to continue it later on but never got the opportunity, or it was just a moment poem, an epiphanic poem, that he realized the greater reality that people do leave you but their memories stay with you. This is the realization of the truth, and then he must have written this poem. It was written in 1821 but not published until 1824, 2 years after Shelley's sudden death from drowning. His wife published this poem. Music When Soft Voices Die gets to the heart of the matter and offers vivid, memorable instances of the power of human memory. This could be the central idea of your poem, that it is all about that the power of human memory is so much have strength that it keeps many things alive while that thing is no more. Music lives on in our memories after it has ceased to be played, and then when the sweet violets decay and die, their pleasant scent lives on because we can recall it. So these are a few examples in the poem. T.S. Eliot a poet who elsewhere had little time for such romanticism. Why it is considered a romantic poet? Because, of course, it is about imagination, imagining things which are bring the images and are very symbolic in nature and gives you a picture of what the poet wants to tell you. Praised music when soft voices die for its lyrical qualities, pointing out that it possessed a beauty of music and beauty of content. Both of things are found in this poem. Such lyrical beauty or beauty of music is especially apt in a poem which opens by talking about music itself. So it is a small appreciation note by one of the famous writer of his times, and he appreciated that this small two stanza poem itself has a very lyrical beauty because it is musical and the message is very profound. So, this is for today. We will continue the poem in the next lecture. Thank you.